Henry, why are we looking for Gekoss again?
Oh, well, you see, after the events of our last adventure, you know what happened, and you know how Gekoss just kind of left.
Yes.
Well, I kind of want to find out the real truth on why he left because he just kind of left all of a sudden. Like he just said he basically just said screw you guys and then just walked off. He didn't even try and give us an explanation as to why he left. So so all those people that we asked around or individuals, whatever you want to call them, all the sources have led to this house right here.
Okay, then let's go in and see what's going on.
Okay.
Hey, Henry, look at this piece of paper. I can't read it. It's not in my database. Maybe you can?
What makes you think I can read it if you can't?
I don't know. Why don't you try? Because I can't read it.
All right. All right. Let's see here. Um Hey, wait. I can read this. This is info about Gekoss.
It is?
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Name. Gekoss Rottenburger?
What?
Status. Commander of an unknown city.
What else does it say?
It says here this guy has been traveling to different worlds using multiple aliases. And he's also a wanted fugitive in several of these worlds. Associates. Henry Overburger, Snoutzer Alpha, and then a few other names on here as well. In fact, it even mentions Spike as well.
Really?
Yeah. How am I able to read this if you can't?
I don't understand it, but it's not in my database and I cannot read it.
Hmm. Maybe Gekoss mispronounced his name when he introduced to us because, I mean, Rottenburger and Rotobunga sound the same.
Yes, it could be a mispronunciation. You know, a lot of times in languages, things get mispronounced because, for one thing, they have dialects. Like in the United States, they say potato. In the United Kingdom, they say potato. In the United States, they say tomato. In the UK, they say tomato. And there are other dialects too where it can be the same language like Spanish, but in one part of the world they'll say it one way, and another part they'll say it another. Like in one part they will say window is ventana in some parts of the world, and in other parts of the world it's ventana, so V instead of B. So it could be a dialect thing that maybe that's the mispronunciation. It's possible. I mean, it's also, I know sometimes that mispronunciations happen because, like, they had one king spoke with a speech impediment, so everybody copied him so he wouldn't be insulted and, execute them. So everyone in the country had to talk with his speech impediment. So it's possible that this is why he was saying one thing or another, or he's just covering his tracks.
Well, there are such things as mistranslations.
That's true. That also, when sometimes when a one country will adopt a word that is from another country, it gets mispronounced because it's not the original language that it came from.
Yeah, like for example, in during localizations for video games, sometimes it could be intentional to change a character's name, or it could be a mistake. But
It could be a mistake of mistranslation.
yeah, but of course, if you want to change the name of of the character that was originally in that region, you need to give a reason both production wise and story wise, because if you just give the reason production wise, it have no connection to the story.
That's true. But and I thought of one other time where it also could be because when if they were to use the word to name something, it could, potentially in one language, it would be perfectly okay to use that in a word, but in another language, it might be an insult or cuss word. So they have to be careful when like a product, like in Toyota makes a mini pickup, a small pickup, right? In the United States, they're called Tacoma, but in the rest of the world, they're called Helix. And why we don't, for some reason, they don't use Helix here in the United States. They only use Tacoma. So it could even be so simple as they don't want to use something that sounds similar to a bad word in the other world, in the other language, other country.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we can't deny that could be a possibility, but we also can't deny the possibility that maybe Rottenburger was just an alias to cover up Gekoss's own tracks.
It could be because maybe after all, as you said, since he's wanted in so many places, that he's changing his name to conceal his true identity.
Yeah, I mean, what if Rottenburger is just another fake identity?
You know what? At this point, it looks like it's very possible that it could be.
I suppose so. All right, put the paper down. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here right away.
Hey, what are you guys doing in my house?
Well, you see, Snoutzer.
Yes, I see, and I'm here. We're looking at this document about you.
Snoutzer, run!
Let's get out of here!
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to come here after all.
I think it's too late now. We're already connected to Gekoss's schemes, but we still better get out of here.
Right. At this point, we're basically wanted criminals like him.
They weren't supposed to see this. Oh well. They better be safe, or else everything is lost.